Hi, I'm Ellen Cribbs. I'm an actor, voiceover artist, and writer in Albany, New York. And I started working with Pied Piper Theater back when I was in middle school. I actually did a couple productions throughout middle school and high school with them. But Anne Ridgway came to me with a great opportunity one year and said, we would like to do one of your original plays for the Northern Virginia Theater Alliance One Act Festival. And that play was called Waiting for James, and it actually won for Best Original Production that year, and it went on to be published. So that experience as a young playwright gave me so much confidence to continue writing. And several years later, Anne came back to me and said, would you like to direct for the NVTA One Act Festival this year? And I said, absolutely, I would love to. And we actually decided to do another one-act play I'd recently written called Pandemic, starring among the amazing, talented cast, Kelly Glyptis as the original Maggie. And it was a play that I wrote because I'm really fascinated by stories about survival and how, when people are in that survival mode, they react when they're in a crisis. And all great stories about crisis, I think, is not so much about the crisis itself, but how people do adapt, and we see different elements of them come out. So I think it's interesting to re-examine this play in our current situation, since we are facing this coronavirus pandemic, because I think we've all seen how it's brought out the absolute best in people. We see people helping each other, sacrificing all these wonderful essential workers. And unfortunately, we've seen it also bring out the worst in some people. So I hope you enjoy this play. It kind of explores all those elements, but it goes into some humor, some things that are sad, some things that are shocking, because the human experiences are all those emotions put together. So thank you so much for watching, and enjoy Pandemic.
No one knows. Horrifying events. Some people in lock. Areas are being secure public buildings. So far, no new information. Have asked. No development. Death rate. Monday, but the crisis has stay inside. Phone lines have police advised to avoid any. Do not, if you come in contact with time of crisis.
Okay, does your person own an SUV?
No. Is your person a vegetarian?
Totally. Did your person have an intense fear of clowns as a child?
Oh, yeah. Would your person consider running for governor?
For which state?
Any of them?
Yeah, I'd say so.
But that's not a definite yes, right?
Well, I mean, they might.
But not definitely. I mean, because Charles would run for governor in a heartbeat.
Right. Well, not as likely as a candidate as someone like Charles, but a wild card maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Is your person...
No, wait, hold on. The question is, would this guy want to be a governor? Nah.
What the hell are you two doing?
Haven't you heard of Guess Who?
I've heard of Guess Who. I've never heard of what you're playing.
It's a psychological version. Instead of figuring out who they are on how they look, you figure out who they are and what kind of people you think they are.
What?
It was Jerry's idea.
The game's too easy the real way. What's the first question you always ask in this game?
Why are we playing a 2-year-old game?
Is your person a girl?
If it is, you're so screwed.
That's right, because the next question is your person wearing a hat?
Ugh, the worst.
If yes, then the dreaded, does your person wear glasses?
Claire.
Bingo! The damn old maid is the most obvious person in the whole game.
It's never fair to get Claire.
It really isn't.
You're both sick.
Just adding a little challenge to the game.
I can't believe you're playing a child's game right now. It's disgusting.
You have to get your mind off things. I mean, when I was in Kansas growing up, my family was shut in a shelter for 10 hours, knowing that at any moment our house could be destroyed. And you know what we did?
Played Guess Who?
Played charades. After the 3rd hour, we were running out of titles. Once the titles were gone, everyone lost their nerves, so we started making up words for charades. We had to figure out crazy made-up titles like Attack of the Zillazagoids. Might have been childish, but it was better than thinking about death. Kyle, you got a question or what?
Yeah. Is your person allergic to peanuts?
Yeah. Who have you got?
Is it Robert?
Yeah,
Robert's totally allergic to peanuts.
totally.
Completely childish.
Oh, what's that, Dick?
My name's not Dick, it's Richard.
Same thing.
Why is Dick a nickname for Richard?
The kid's got a point. Why is that, Dick?
I mean, I can see most nicknames. Joe, Joseph, Matt, Matthew, Pete, Peter, Dick, Richard. I mean, I just don't get it. I don't blame you for not using it.
Still, you gotta have some nickname. What do people call you for short? They can't call you Richard all the time.
Why not?
It's too long.
It's not all that long.
Well, 3 syllables.
2.
2.
Richard.
Richard. Huh. Well, still long.
Jerry's got 2 syllables.
So?
So, if your name's not too long, then why is his too long?
His has a longer 2 syllables.
That's impossible.
No, it's not.
You can't have a longer 2 syllables. Syllables are the same length.
Nah.
That's why they're syllables?
You can't tell me Richard and Jerry are the same length.
But they are. Can't you hear it?
You're the one not hearing it. Listen. Richard Jerry.
Well, when you say it like that.
Like what? That's the way you say it.
No, listen. Richard, Jerry.
Still sounds longer.
No, it does not, man.
You're in denial, my friend.
No. Listen.
I'm listening, and I still say one's longer. Richard Jerry.
Jerry, Richard.
Exactly.
Richard, Jerry. Count the seconds it takes to say
Jerry,
them.
Richard. There's no way you'll convince me that.
Rich!
What's that, Dick?
Rich. I'm called Rich. 1 syllable, now shut up.
Well, now my name sounds long. Rich, Jerry. But I guess no longer than yours. Jerry, Kyle, Rich. Now it sounds too short, right? What about you, darling? What's your name? Thought it might work. Still not talking, huh? Now no one's talking, apparently.
It's about time.
Have a thing against talking?
Typically, no. Now's not the time.
They don't have super sensitive hearing, you know?
Oh, yeah? And how do you know that?
Well, if they did, they'd be here long ago, based on how loud you snore.
Well, what if they don't have ears? What? Well, like, some of them probably don't have ears, right? Like, what happens if they don't have them? Can they still hear?
I'm not all that sure they hear anyway.
Of course they hear.
I'm not too sure about that. I feel like some of them have kind of a sixth sense.
Like a tracking device?
Yeah.
Or maybe they can smell better, you know? They have a greater sense of smell.
But then what about the ones without a nose?
Oh, yeah.
You know, standing by that door isn't going to make them come back any sooner. I'm talking to you, Dick.
If you keep this up, I'll make you leave.
Keep what up?
You're driving everyone crazy.
Driving everyone crazy? Kyle, am I driving you crazy?
No.
What about you? Am I driving you crazy? Well, we've got a no and we've got a no. I'd say you're the minority, Rich. Maybe you're the one driving everyone crazy. What do you think, Kyle?
I really think this isn't helping the situation. I think we should all just chill out.
Good idea. Let's try this thing out.
You know that's not going to work. There hasn't been anything for 2 days.
Well, if something did come on here, I guess you'd be the last to know.
I think they'll make an announcement if they figure anything out.
Who?
I don't know, like the government.
The government?
You know what I mean. Whoever works this kind of things out.
I kind of don't think they have a designated people assigned to figure this kind of stuff out.
What about the military? I mean, there's got to be someone doing something. Making weapons or forming armies, calling for help. I mean, we don't even know if this is just happening in this town or this state or this country. Maybe people 100 miles away don't even have any idea what's going on here. Maybe all we have to do is find a car and drive as far away as we can to get everything. And we'll be great. What?
Not that I don't appreciate your optimism. It's refreshing, really. But do you really think this is local?
Why couldn't it be?
Have you tried to contact anyone through all this?
Well, yeah.
Have any luck getting through to them?
Okay, point taken. But what about the TV? Did anyone check to see if there's any broadcasts?
Well, I did have access to a TV yesterday, but there was a Gilligan's Island marathon on, so I didn't bother to check the main channels. See, no response. You want me to relax. Take a joke. All right, here we go.
Turn that off. Is it a local station?
Sounds like this is the music we loop around. It's probably been playing for 72 hours.
Leave her alone. And turn that off. If any of them are around, I'm not going to be done in by salsa music.
All right, what else have we got here?
Looks like some kind of memory game. Some blocks and a giant rainforest puzzle that consists of about 12 pieces.
We should really move to another classroom. First grade is killing me here.
Seriously, 5th grade might have a better reading selection. I don't know how many more times I can read Frog and Toad.
Well, let's pull out this puzzle. It'll keep us occupied for at least 5 minutes.
Well, maybe we should do it blindfolded.
Now there's an idea. I like the way you think.
Okay, you pull it out. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Oh, whoa. You're not going anywhere.
What?
Sorry, but you have to wait.
Wait?
Yeah, till they come back and we can organize a group.
Okay, listen, I didn't say anything for a while because I thought they'd be back an hour ago, but I really have to go.
You're gonna have to hold it.
That's what I'm telling you. I have held it.
Well, hold it some more.
Hey, Dick. You've been looking out the window all day, and you haven't seen anything, right?
That doesn't matter. He needs protection.
Then let him borrow your hammer.
And leave us without anything?
No one will show up.
Yeah, easy to say, but just imagine some of them show up. God forbid this happens. But what if Kyle doesn't make it? We're as good as dead.
You could handle them, right, Kyle?
Yeah, see, he hasn't even seen one.
He's young. He'll be fine.
I'm not risking it.
Look, I don't need a hammer. The bathroom's just around the corner. If I see anything, I'll yell and you can take care of them, okay?
We really should wait until they come back.
What if they don't come back?
Jerry?
What? Just saying what's on everyone's mind.
I'll be in and out real quick, okay?
Be as quiet as you can.
Okay, I'll be right back. Wait. I just want to check. They don't use the bathroom, right?
What?
I mean, you don't think, you know.
No, Kyle, I don't think you're gonna walk in a zombie in the urinal.
I told you not to call them that.
What, urinals?
Don't be stupid. We don't know who these people are.
What, people?
Yes, people. And until we know what's happening to them, don't call them that.
I'm sorry, Dick. What do you want me to call them? Special people?
Okay, hey, look. I'm serious. There aren't gonna be any in there, right?
Do they even digest?
Oh my gosh, here we go.
I mean, think about it. All they do is eat. They have to do something or we'd have a whole bunch of fat zombies stumbling around. Sorry, a whole bunch of fat dead people who do nothing but eat living people stumbling around. God forbid we call them zombies.
Is that seriously what they do?
What?
You know, eat people? Is that what zombies really do?
Does Dracula drink blood?
Well, I mean...
You're not serious, are you?
But I mean, that's what all the stories have them doing. But I mean, those are stories. Now they're like, you know, alive.
Actually, they're dead.
Well, you know what I mean. They walk, they move, they're alive.
Well, dead alive.
Dead alive? That makes no sense. This isn't... that's... Auto...
Oxymoron.
Takes one to know one.
Are you 4?
Must be the room rubbing off on me.
What the hell are you two talking about? Look, I just want to know more about these things before I go use the bathroom.
As far as we know, they act on primal instincts.
Is digestion primal?
Going to an actual bathroom isn't. Potty training, you know?
Yeah, but what if they just do things they remember, like go places they're used to going when they were alive?
You've watched too many movies. Will you just go to the damn bathroom?
Okay, I've got your back.
Okay, but you won't hit me in the back, right? I mean, sorry, of course you wouldn't, but you wouldn't confuse me for one of those things, right? Unless I'm moaning and dragging my feet or something.
I've got you, Kyle.
Poor kid. You know, as scary as it is to see one, I think it might be worse to have not seen one yet. Fear of the unexpected, you know?
If anything happens to him, I'm holding you responsible.
I thought the leader was always to blame.
I'm not the leader.
Well, ever since I arrived, you've done nothing but tell people what to do.
We need order, not jokes.
And that is where you fail again. Look, I'm not criticizing you. I'm really not. But you have to ease up. Kyle was fine until he had to get all serious.
So what do you suggest? We all play games until they take us by surprise?
Have you seen how slow they walk? No need for high alert, you know?
You can't just escape reality by telling jokes.
Escape reality? Who's the one that won't call them zombies?
That's because they're not.
They're not what?
What?
See, you can't even say the word.
Of course I can.
Makes it a lot easier calling them people, doesn't it? We know people. We know how to handle people who get out of control. We know how to fight other people. But these things, Rich, these aren't people.
Never mind. It's pointless to have a logical conversation with you. I'd have a better chance of talking to her.
She can hear you, you know?
Then why hasn't she said anything?
She doesn't have to. It's a free country. She has the right to remain silent and all that mumbo jumbo.
How are you supposed to trust someone that you don't even know their name?
Look, I've seen some horrible stuff in the past 2 days, and I'm sure you've seen some stuff that you'd like to forget too. But I have a feeling what we've been through can't even compare to what she's seen.
But being silent about it isn't really helping anyone, now is it? She may know something. She may have seen something that can help us.
Just leave her alone. She doesn't have to say anything. I'm sure if she had something important to say, she would have said it by now.
No, if she really has something...
Weren't you lecturing me on how to be quiet a minute ago? Is he out there?
No. No sign of him yet. This is taking too long.
I agree. I want to get started on this puzzle.
I'm going out to check on him.
Whoa there, Speedy. This is Kyle. If there's anything out there, you'd hear it.
How long have you known Kyle?
About 20 hours or so.
Then how do you know how he'll react?
He's a textbook phobic. Just one look and you can tell. Just like Robert here. It's written all over his face. Scared of everything, allergic to peanuts.
Didn't anyone ever tell you not to judge a book by its cover?
A book? Well, sure. People? Transparent as glass.
So, Jerry, what about me? Who am I in your little Guess Who game?
You are a Maria. Always taking charge, always making yourself the center of attention, always making orders. Though, maybe not as pretty.
Nothing wrong with trying to organize things.
Right, but the question is, when the organizer gets out of his league, how do you solve a problem like Maria?
Cute. And I suppose you're the most redeemable character in the game?
Nah, none of these people are very redeemable. I'm more of a Franz. No one can really describe Franz. He kinda goes a lot of ways. He's calm but quirky and that sometimes can be sophisticated.
Yeah, says the man who plays a 5-year-old's game.
Says the psychologist.
What? You?
Yup.
Who plays psychological Guess Who?
There's a lot of downtime between patients. Did Kyle have a sex change in the bathroom?
That's Sharon! Wait!
You're not Sharon.
Who are you?
She's not Sharon.
Who are
Get
you?
him?
Rich, who are you?
Stop pointing that thing at me. Did you get him?
Yes, now who are you?
Are you sure? You got him in the head. You saw him fall. He wasn't moving.
Yes, who are you?
Is there a broken record in here?
Put that down.
Now tell me your name.
My name is Maggie. For God's sake, now get the hammer out of my face.
Why are you here?
I thought it would be safe. Obviously
She
not.
came out of nowhere. I was walking out of the bathroom and she was right there. She scared me after death, screaming in my
Why
ear
did
too.
he follow you here?
Who?
The man in the hall.
There was a man in the
If
hall.
you can call it a man.
You didn't see the zombie in the hall?
Oh, sorry, I was too busy having my ear screamed into. She ran this way and I followed her.
Did he follow you here?
If you put that down, I'll tell you.
She's right. It's not very nice to have a hammer shoved in our guest's face.
Yeah, as far as I can see, she's a threat, not a guess.
A threat? I warned you all that there was a zombie headed right for your door. This guy would have been dead if it wasn't for me.
Wait, is that true?
No, I would have seen him coming, and you would have been fine.
Seen him coming? The hole's around the corner. Do you have x-ray vision?
Okay, was this zombie guy seriously close to me?
Yes.
No! And he wouldn't have been here if he wasn't attracted.
Well, I agree she's cute, but I don't think zombies feel attraction.
Shut
to her.
up, Jerry.
He was already in the school.
What?
He was already in the school. I used to work here. I thought it might be safe, but as soon as I opened the doors, there he was. He was already here, and he was headed right this way.
Crap. Then you really did save my life.
Can someone get him off me?
Down, cowboy.
Yeah, okay. Why doesn't everybody just calm down?
Calm down. You're the one leading interrogation with a hammer.
All right. Now that we figured out the whole hallway zombie mystery, let's all take a seat. There's still a puzzle to be done here.
I almost died. I almost died going to the bathroom.
Hey, all that matters is you're all right, okay?
But I mean, are there more out there? Is this place safe?
Yeah, we're fine. It's safe.
That's not what she said. I mean, maybe there are more out there. Is this store strong enough? Can they open doors or push? If they push enough, they're as good as in, right? And what do we have to fight them off?
Calm down there, Robert.
What?
Sit down.
Why did he just call me Robert?
Look, Kyle, maybe you should sit back
Sit down. We have to barricade the door or something.
Look, if it's any consolation, I only saw the one.
And I took care of him. He's not coming back.
Well, what if they, flock?
The who and the what now?
Flock, where one goes, others follow?
I don't really think it works that way.
Then how do you know how it works?
Yes, please enlighten us, Dick.
Okay, if there's only one, then it's okay. They start out on their own. You have to start worrying when you see a couple together. They start traveling in packs. On their own, they're not a threat. As a group, yeah, you better run. And if you're touched, you're as good as dead.
Sounds like you've had a few encounters too.
Two?
Well, let's just say the past 2 days are pretty much last on my list of favorite days.
They made your list of favorite days?
Well, no, it's a figure of speech.
Don't mind Jerry. I've known him for a day, and as long as I can gather, he makes a living driving people insane.
Psychology.
Oh, that makes sense. Jerry, is it?
Yes, Maggie, right?
Yeah.
You've met Kyle, and this is... Well, we don't really know who that is. It's a long story. And the man with the hammer, well, that...
Rich.
I thought it was Dick.
That's a long story, too.
Wait, Rich, you said if you're touched, you're as good as dead? Well, he's not serious, right? I mean, that's just how it's in movies, right?
Yeah, nothing to worry about, kid.
Well, I've seen it, Jerry. The infection can spread with just a scratch.
Infection? Is it a disease?
No one really knows what it is.
But if it's a disease, then there's got to be a cure, right?
No.
Sure, all diseases have cures.
How's that cure for cancer coming, Kyle?
It's not a disease.
And even if it was, what's the use of a cure? You'd already be dead. You'd have to hunt them down, shoot them with the cure, and then they just fall down dead. Might as well just shoot them in the head.
But a cure for people who are infected and haven't died, haven't turned into one yet.
I wouldn't get my hopes up, kid.
So, how long have you been here?
We got here yesterday.
Where were you before then?
The question is more like, where haven't I been? I haven't stayed in the same place for more than a few hours at a time.
I know the feeling.
Even before I heard the news, my apartment building was attacked. Somehow I got out and found my way to my sister's. We tried a couple places that were in shambles and finally ended up at a church. But it was swamped. I mean, there were people pressed against the walls, parents holding up their children so they wouldn't be crushed. No one could even kneel to pray. And they had nothing. No weapons, no one keeping them calm. They were so packed in they couldn't even go anywhere if they were attacked. We tried to talk some people into leaving, but only one guy listened to us. This guy named Dave. And as we were leaving, we saw this wall of creatures heading toward the church. We killed off a few, but we realized there was nothing else we could do. I mean, we were just 3 people. And the way those people were packed into the church, it must have been a massacre.
So much for sanctuary, right?
We thought about where else might be safe, a public place. Dave suggested the school, and on the way we ran into these 2 guys. And on the way in, we had Kyle join us.
Yeah, my house is right next door. I was locked inside the whole time, and I heard the first few radio announcements. Well, until they stopped. My parents, they were out of town, and so I stayed on the lookout. I never saw anything. And until this group came along and I joined up, and I gotta say, thank God for these guys. I don't know how long I could have stayed cooped up, not really knowing what was going on. Of course, I have no idea where my parents are, or if they're safe.
Well, this is depressing. What about you? You were attacked and fighting off zombies and got separated from, who? Your husband? Boyfriend?
Are you seriously trying to hit on me by asking me if I have a boyfriend who was eaten alive by zombies?
Yeah.
As I said, ignore him. You might say he has a problem with manners.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he doesn't have any.
Hey, manners do not a zombie killer make.
What about the rest of your group? Did they, did they make it?
This morning we realized we had no supplies, no food, and maybe more importantly, we were running low on ammo. To be fair, we all put our names in a box and chose two to see who would have to go out and look for the stuff.
Sharon and Dave went.
4 hours ago. Maybe there's a long line at the store.
Gosh, Jerry.
Look, truth is they should have been back by now.
Your sister, what did she look like?
Why?
Just curious.
Oh my gosh, you saw her.
I didn't say that.
You saw Sharon?
Look, I've seen a lot of people.
Right, but around the area.
I don't know. I saw a
What
person
about
or two.
Dave?
No, I don't
Look,
know.
okay, Sharon is about 5'5", maybe. Long, straight blonde hair.
Was she wearing a green shirt?
Yes, right, guys?
Yes, she was, with jeans, right?
Oh my gosh, where is she? Where did you see her?
Look, I don't want to say anything that's not true. I only saw her for a second, so I...
Maggie, please. Please. What did you see?
I was running in this direction, and about 3 blocks away, I heard them.
The infamous groan.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Is Sharon?
I don't know. I had to make sure that they didn't see me so they wouldn't follow me. I didn't have anything to protect myself, and from the sound of it, there was a whole group of them. When I turned around the corner of this building, I saw this girl carrying a bag.
Sharon?
Maybe. I mean, it sounds like her, but I can't say for certain.
What happened?
I was about to call out to her, to warn her, but just then this noise, it was so inhuman. I've heard it before. It's like a call, a hunting call. They all started moving towards her. They were everywhere, and they had her surrounded. There was nothing I could do, so I ran.
Why didn't you help her?
There wasn't anything.
Of course there was something you could have done. Why didn't you run to her or yell or something, anything?
Listen, you weren't there. You haven't had to deal with these
Maybe
things.
I haven't, but I know I wouldn't just leave someone.
Kyle, calm down.
No, don't tell me to calm down. She could have helped save Sharon and Dave.
I didn't even see Dave, and trust me, if there was any safe way to help Sharon, I would have.
If you would have done something, she would have been safe.
No, she wouldn't have.
Rich, you of all people should be furious. She was your sister.
And she still is. Look, we don't know what happened to her.
You really don't think she could have survived that?
I don't know.
Well, she could have survived it if she...
Don't say it, Kyle. Maggie's right. There was nothing she could do.
I'm sorry.
Sorry? Rich, you're gonna just
I would have done the same thing.
Put your sister...
Leave it, Kyle.
I don't understand any of you.
It's a game of survival, kid. The rules are all
This
twisted.
isn't one of your games, Jerry!
Everything in life is a game, Kyle. The real problem is when people stop seeing it that way and start forgetting that there's strategies and choices involved.
Oh, so what happens in this game ends?
Simple. You die. Now look, we don't really know what happened to Sharon and Dave. So all we can do is wait and see what happens. In the meantime, I'm going to forget about them, I'm going to forget about those things out there, and I'm going to do my puzzle.
Well, I'm glad I know I can count on you when we're under attack.
And I'm glad to know you're above sarcasm.
I'm sorry about Sharon. I mean, it's one thing to leave a person like that, and another finding out who that person was.
Until I know for sure my sister is still alive.
So is my stomach. I am starving.
How can you eat at a time like this?
Well, here's an idea, Kyle. Let's not eat until we look like walking skeletons, and when the zombies come, we'll be so thin that we won't be appetizing at all, and we'll have the last laugh. Sound good?
Well, do you think it'll work?
You are a piece of work, kid.
There's no food left, Jerry.
What happened to the rest of the cheese bowls?
You ate the last of them.
That was it? I thought there were a few left.
There were, and then you ate them.
Sharon and Dave were supposed to bring food back.
Maggie, you said you used to work here, right? There's got to be more snacks hidden around here somewhere.
First grade doesn't have snacks on a daily basis, so there wouldn't be all that much in here.
All right, that's it. We're hitting kindergarten.
No one's going anywhere.
Oh, come on.
We sent Kyle to the bathroom, and he couldn't even handle that.
I handled it.
And I'm not Kyle, so what's the issue?
The issue is we still only have one hammer and 5 people to protect. No one is going to be left alone without the hammer.
Then we'll all go. Field trip.
No, I'm not going anywhere.
No one is.
So then what are we going to do for food?
Wait and see if Sharon and Dave get back. If they're not back here in an hour, then we'll think of something.
All right, all right. Okay.
Oh, come on, you cannot be serious.
When I'm hungry, I'm hungry. Why are these gummies lined up in a B anyway?
The B is for bear.
Bear?
Oh, gummy bears. I get it. It should really be GB. You don't call these bears. I mean, if a kid asked me to eat some bears, I'd have to sit him down for a serious talk.
That's funny.
What?
I thought of you as being serious.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty hilarious being serious, as Dick has shown us time and again over the past day. Hey, Mags?
It's Maggie.
No, you gotta have another nickname. We can't have Rich being the only one-syllable name in the group, now can we?
You've all had a lot of times on your hands, haven't you?
Oodles. So, how do the kiddies attach these to the paper?
Glue?
Non-toxic, right?
You're not gonna eat those.
Why not?
Yes, it's non-toxic glue, but I can't vouch for the kids.
The kids are toxic?
You'd be surprised. I guess that at least half of those have been in some kid's mouth while they made those things, or they've been on the floor. Have the kids' germs, you name it.
I'll take my chances.
Just saying you might regret that in an hour. Or less.
So, you used to work here?
Yeah, I was a special education teacher. What?
What?
What was that laugh for?
What laugh?
That laugh.
Yeah, I didn't laugh.
Like that.
Like what? I didn't laugh.
Yeah, you did, Dick. She caught you big time.
I didn't laugh.
The smile says otherwise.
Well, it's just from what I know of you, I mean, granted, it's not that long of a time, but you just don't seem like a teacher.
Oh yeah, why is that?
I don't know, you're just,
What?
you seem tougher than what I think a teacher would be.
You haven't been around a lot of kids, have you?
No. Well, not for several years, that is.
So am I too tough? Is that what you're saying?
No, just authoritative, I guess. Look, okay, sorry, it's just a first impression.
I'm a strong believer in first impressions.
Better look out, Rich. She's a Richard, on the verge of a Bernard.
A what?
It's a long story.
Seems like there are a lot of long stories between you two. How long have you known each other?
At least 24 hours too long.
And what do you do for a living, Rich?
I'm an accountant. What does that mean?
What?
That,
Nothing. It was just a
just a,
Yeah.
Well, there are, and then there are,
It was just a that's interesting.
Oh, that's interesting, or a, that's interesting.
You just seem more adventurous than what an accountant would be like.
More adventurous, huh?
Well, do all accountants carry hammers?
Depends on who your client is.
But really, where did the hammer come from?
It's Dave's. He had a pistol and a hammer, so he left with the pistol and left us with the hammer.
You never found out what Dave did for a living.
What are you doing?
Check it out. Zombie gummy bears.
God, he's worse than my kids.
So what's it like, being a teacher?
Basically the same as a sheepdog, herding the cattle.
So are you a big fan of kids?
Sometimes. But no, I went into teaching because, okay, well, I used to volunteer at a day camp that had a few kids from special ed, and I don't know, there was this one day where I saw this little boy with Down syndrome, and there was a group of kids playing jump rope with one of those long ropes, you know, 2 kids hold the end, 1 jumps in the middle.
Yeah.
So this little boy, I don't even know what his name was, but he was staring at them, and you can just tell he wanted to jump over that rope. So I took his hand, and I took him over, got in the middle with him so we could jump together. First try, boy jumped too soon. Second try, boy jumped too late. Third try, didn't jump high enough, but he kept trying, and finally, he jumped. He made it over once. Just once, that's all that mattered. As soon as he jumped once, he went running around the playground like a champion. I mean, you could literally hear the Rocky music in the background. It was amazing to see how such a simple thing could make someone so happy. And I wanted to be a part of that every day, but now I can't help thinking about that boy. I doubt there's any way he could have survived this.
Have you had to fight a lot of those things?
I started in a group of 7.
And now?
Now, just me.
Phew! That puzzle was harder than it looked.
And what's your story, huh?
Well, I was born on an unseasonably chilly autumn's morning in
Jerry,
Kansas.
can you be serious for 1 minute?
Jeez, kid, you were a lot more fun an hour ago.
Well, this is no time for fun. People are missing. People are dying.
Okay, Kyle, it's okay. Relax. And Jerry, leave him alone.
I was just trying to get his mind off things. The boy's on the verge of a panic attack.
Jerry.
You don't know what's best for me. You act like none of this is happening.
See, I told you this is what happens. You stay serious all the time, you get antsy and hostile. Fine, you want to know what I've been through? I watched my best friend being eaten alive. I had to run 5 miles to get away from those things. I stumbled upon another group being attacked, had to fight off about 20 of them, only to have 5 mutilated bodies and this poor girl who won't even tell us her name. Now I have to deal with a group where one person is traumatized, one is paranoid, and one has a self-righteous complex and thinks he's some born leader. Lucky for us, we have our very own Cyclops.
What?
Leader of X-Men. No one likes Cyclops.
Oh, I like Cyclops.
I've made my point.
At least he's not pretending like nothing is happening. He's trying.
Wait,
What?
do you hear that?
Kyle's whining?
No,
Yup.
seriously, listen. Rich, Hammer.
Well, at least they're polite.
Rich,
Sharon?
let me in.
What are you doing?
Look, I didn't tell you everything.
What do you mean?
When I saw her on the street, she wasn't just surrounded, she was being attacked.
What?
Look, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you, I didn't. Rich? Look, I saw her being bitten. Rich, let me in.
Wait, what?
Bitten. But doesn't that mean...
I'm sorry, Rich, she's a threat to everyone in this room. Rich?
Sharon, are you all right?
No. Please let me in.
What's wrong, Sharon?
Dave and I got separated. We didn't see them coming. Then they were everywhere. We ran, but God, Rich, they went after David. So I ran away, but they were all over. I finally got away, but one of them grabbed onto my arm. I need help. Let me in.
Rich, she's infected.
Infected? I thought this wasn't a disease. We had that discussion, right?
What's going on?
Help, Rich.
I don't know, Dick.
Shut up, all of you! Listen, Sharon, how bad is the bite?
Pretty bad. I'm starting to...
She's your sister.
I know she's my sister, Kyle.
If you let her in, there's no telling when she'll change.
Why are we listening to her? She's been here, what, 5 minutes?
Saved your life, didn't I?
God, I don't know.
I'm sorry this is all happening, Rich, but you have to listen. I've seen this happen. A guy in our group was bitten and we didn't do anything. 3 hours later, he killed someone else in our group. I had to bash his head in with a baseball bat.
Rich?
Sharon! Gosh, I never should have let you go. Sharon? Sharon!
Where'd she go?
I don't think she went anywhere, kid.
Sharon!
I'm sorry, Rich.
What do we do now?
Well, I don't want to be the one to say it, but I know no one else here will. The fact is, we're going to see that girl again, but not in a fashion anyone wants to see her.
Could you not right now?
Truly sorry for your loss, Rich. But if we don't act fast, your sister's going to try to get in that door and possibly warn others that we're here.
Give him a minute, okay?
You seem to be the expert. Will Sharon, turn?
They don't change over right away. We should still have...
I didn't see that coming.
Oh my gosh, he's right outside!
Others are going to come.
Flocking, right? This is a flocking thing!
I'm going out!
Oh, Cyclops!
You're out there.
No, I'll take my chances. If he attracts others, we're all dead.
Rich, be careful.
Yeah, let's ignore the corpse in the doorway. That's a good idea.
We need to keep quiet.
Go figure. Won't say a word all day, then won't shut up the moment we need her to. We can take out the zombie, don't you think?
Don't get any blood on you. It's too dangerous. Go around, hon. It's okay. It's okay.
Well, then maybe we can find something to give her a shove.
Well, here's a chair.
Kyle.
Just use it.
Sorry, Sharon.
Oh!
Jerry, get back.
Oh my God.
Kyle, are there any other blunt objects in the room?
Any what?
Why didn't you ask me?
Blunt objects, anything that can do damage.
I would be the better one to ask.
Shut up, Jerry.
Here.
What the hell is this?
An object?
I told you.
Blood, something that can do damage.
The paper cuts.
That would be an entertaining fight.
There's nothing here.
Okay, grab chairs.
Okay, so what's the plan here?
Right, we need to get her out of the room.
How do we do that?
Maybe she'll sit down on the chair and we can slide her out.
I don't think she's gonna sit down. Maybe if she realizes who we are, she won't attack us.
How do you communicate with a zombie? Yeah, that doesn't work so much.
I wasn't doing anything.
Okay, on the count of 3, run towards her, push hard.
Are you sure this will work?
Sure.
Well, that sounds convincing.
Wait!
Okay, 1,
Are you sure?
2,
Just do it, Kyle.
3.
Ah!
Wait, what about Rich?
It's a sister. I'm sure they'll want a heart-to-heart. Oh, hell with the heart-to-heart. More like head-to-hammer.
Oh my God! Oh, get it off! Get it off! Get it off!
Hey,
Here, don't worry, just wipe it off.
But the blood, right? Didn't you say you can't get the blood on you?
You'll be okay, there's barely any on you. Are you okay?
Yeah, just fine. Just had to take care of not one, but 2 outside. And then bashed my sister's head in with a hammer.
Rich, it wasn't your sister anymore.
Jerry, is there any more on me?
oh, well, you've got a little spot right by your mouth.
Oh, help! Get it off!
Chill out. There's nothing there.
Damn it, Jerry.
You should have seen your face.
Why are you laughing? Damn it, don't you see? I just lost my sister. The one person I had to protect the most. The one person who counted on me. I left her outside to die alone. Alone and terrified. And you laugh? My baby sister turned into one of them, a thing stripped of a soul, and you're cracking jokes?
Well, maybe it was for the best. Honestly, I think there's already one too many high-strung people in this room. I'm sure your sister wouldn't have helped the situation. Frankly, I can only take one of you.
You bastard.
Rich.
Hey!
Stop! Don't touch him. Get away.
What the?
Hey, calm down.
Get off him. Don't touch him. He's infected.
What?
He's infected. Don't touch him. You'll get infected and you'll turn into one of them, one of those things, and you'll start killing everyone.
Whoa, what?
Calm down now. What are you talking about?
My name is Anna. My family was under attack when he came along. He fought off a few, but I saw him get bitten. I swear. Look at his arm.
Is this that important information you said she would come out with an hour ago?
I'm sorry I didn't say anything. I wanted it to end. All this, I just wanted it to end.
It's all right.
Look at his arm. I swear he's bitten. Look.
No need. Yeah, I was bitten, all right? But look, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter? What, were you in here and I left my sister outside? My sister, someone I loved? What makes you think it doesn't matter if anyone's been bitten?
You lied to us.
I never lied to you. I don't recall anyone asking if I've been bitten.
Well, you didn't have to tell us the truth, that's for sure. You're a threat to all of us.
A threat? I saved this girl. Anna, is it? I saved her. And I didn't kill your sister. I'm sorry you had to do it, but don't take it out on me.
This has nothing to do with that. All this time you've been sitting here making jokes at everything. I get it now. It's a lot easier to crack jokes when you already have a death sentence, right?
I feel fine. It's a small bite. I'm not gonna die soon. And as far as for being infected, it doesn't matter until you're dead.
You have to leave.
What?
You have to leave now.
Well, I'm not going anywhere.
You're putting us all in danger.
If I feel like I'm putting you in danger, you have my word. I'll leave right away. Hell, you can even cut my head off. I don't want to be one of those things. But I promise you, all jokes aside, I'm not dying anytime soon.
You can't know that. What if you die in your sleep tonight?
I won't.
You can't say that.
I need you to trust me.
You're the last person I'd ever trust.
Boys, stop it.
Of course you won't trust me. You know me less than a day.
Trust me, that's long enough.
Oh, now you're telling me to trust you?
It was a figure of speech.
Stop it. Listen, you two can yell at each other all you like when we're not in potential danger, but Rich just killed 2 of them outside. And as we've said, they tend to stay in groups. If there were 2, I guarantee you there are more to follow. So volume is of key importance right now, so you two better knock it off unless you want to get us all killed.
She's right.
Listen, I know you don't like me. You're not subtle, Dick. And God knows I don't like you. But look at me. I'm a person. I'm a living, breathing person, trying to survive as long as possible. I may not have as long as you, but right now, I'm not dying. Maybe in an hour I'll break out in a fever and start drooling everywhere. If I do that, feel free to kick me out. But don't send me to an early grave, okay? I I really am sorry about your sister, but it's all part of the game, and she lost. She's a casualty on our side of the fight. But that doesn't mean we've lost. I haven't given up, and neither should you.
Damn it. Okay. Let's talk this through. If we keep an eye on...
Kyle, what are you doing?
You better leave, Jerry.
What are you gonna do, Kyle? Hit me?
You better leave, Jerry.
Kyle, put the hammer down.
He's gonna kill us, Rich. You said it yourself.
Look, I know what I said, but you have to put the
No!
gun down.
Kyle, calm down.
Everyone stop telling me to calm down. I just had blood splattered all over me from a girl I had a conversation with a few hours ago. I will not calm down.
Look, Kyle, this is just because you finally saw one of those things, and it set off your anxiety. You're just frightened, giving into
Well,
your
stop
phobia.
pretending you know me. You don't know anything about me.
Kyle, think about this. This is a human. This isn't a zombie. This would be murder.
It's self-defense.
No, Kyle, it would be murder.
Yeah, just like kicking me out would be murder. Can anyone here stomach that?
I'm not gonna let you hurt anyone here.
Says the man with the hammer.
Stop the jokes!
Well, Kyle, lucky for you, I'm a forgiving kind of guy.
I tried to kill him.
Well, in all honesty, I don't think anyone can blame you.
Oh my gosh, was that a joke, Dick?
I guess it was.
I didn't think this was a time for jokes.
Well, if it's at your expense, I don't think anyone objects.
I'm sorry. I don't know why this is happening.
Life's too boring. Sometimes you need something to spice it up. Something like zombies.
Nothing like the dead to spice up life.
Jerry, I'm sorry.
Hey, no need for that, kid. I told you, you just need to relax at a time of crisis. Life is a lot more bearable. Look, here's the facts, guys. You can all continue yelling and pointing hammers at each other, but so far it hasn't really helped us against the common enemy, which just so happens to be an army of the walking dead.
As much as I hate to say it, Jerry's right. We have to work together. Deal?
Deal.
Thank the Lord. Yeah.
I almost killed you.
Just say deal, kid.
Deal.
Anna, right?
Yeah, deal.
How bad is it?
Well, let's just say it's not good.
Any chance to run?
Nope. There's about 20 in the hall.
5 against 20. And the ones outside. I'm guessing there's more than 20. And we're armed with a dull hammer and chairs. Gotta love those odds.
Sorry.
For what?
They probably heard me when I was yelling at you.
They would have come here eventually anyway. I don't think there's a safe place anymore.
Well, my weapons of choice are this glue bottle and these nifty scissors. Kyle, would you like this book?
Paper cuts. The only way to go.
Anna, would you like a chair? I promise I won't breathe on you.
Thanks.
I'll take one of those. Rich?
I can use Betsy here.
Betsy? You named the hammer?
I'm an adventurous accountant.
Thought we should have a barricade.
Door's locked, right?
Yep.
They're not intelligent, right?
Nope.
How do you know?
Well, think about it. You kill them by damaging their head, right?
Yeah.
If they were intelligent, they'd all be wearing helmets.
Ah.
I wouldn't want to face a zombie that died riding a motorcycle.
I'm proud of you, Rich.
Why's that?
You called them zombies.
And you called me rich.
It's a miracle.
Through and through.
So, kid, up for a last game of Guess Who?
Why not? Nothing else to do.
Thanks for helping out.
What did I do?
Helped everyone stay calm.
Well, if I couldn't do that, I'd be a pretty poor teacher.
So I know Jerry was a tactless jerk when he asked, but you never answered whether or not...
What?
Never mind.
Whether or not I had a boyfriend who was killed by zombies?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
And what about...
A boyfriend who wasn't killed by zombies?
Yeah.
No.
Well, when all this blows over, if we're not eaten alive ourselves, want to grab a bite to eat?
Are you sure Betsy won't mind?
Nah, I think she's retiring after this. Going on vacation and all that.
Well, in that case, sure.
Well, all right then.
Okay, does your person like horror films?
Lives for them. Okay, would your person survive a zombie attack?
I kind of doubt it.
I don't think you can knock any down.
You're right. I think that's the one thing you can't tell by just looking at someone. Except for Alfred. That's like it could take a whole platoon of zombies.